It's not unmuted. Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. My name is Miss Daniel Knight. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Peaks Chapel Elementary.
And I'm Miss Porter, the other assistant principal at Peaks Chapel Elementary.
And we are so glad you guys were able to join us this afternoon for our parent meeting. And we will go ahead and begin because we do have some wonderful things in store for our scholars who are here in person with us.
So here you and see the presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
It's up to y'all.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell us what we're gonna do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, we don't want to turn our backs.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can still see us, you said?
No, she says okay, they can.
Okay. All right, parents, so we're going to go ahead and begin our presentation for today. So our first slide is, what is the Georgia Milestones Assessment System? It is a comprehensive summative assessment program at all 3 levels of school, elementary, middle, and high. Measures how well students have learned the knowledge and skills outlined in the state adopted content standards. And it also assesses a scholar's preparedness for the next level or the next grade.
Yes, and the purpose of the Georgia Milestones, it provides information on how well scholars are mastering state adopted content standards, provide scholars information about their own learning and reflection, provide parents about their child's learning and progress, and provide information that will assist in improving school and program effectiveness.
Our elementary grade levels and subjects that will be tested on the Georgia Milestones are in 3rd grade. Our scholars will be tested in English, language arts, and mathematics. In 4th grade, English, language arts, and mathematics. And in 5th grade, they'll be doing English, language arts, mathematics, and science.
So this is our calendar for milestones that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And we have a parent letter for you that will be coming home and parent letter for the parent that's in person. But this is the calendar. So as we start on Tuesday, April 29th with ELA, section 1. Wednesday, the 30th, sections 2 and 3. The next Tuesday, math sections 1 and 2. And for our 5th grade scholars, science on Wednesday, May 7th. And we have makeups that the week of those particular tests. And we don't want this to happen, but if you have to retest, if you didn't pass the test, will be on Monday, May 19th and Tuesday, May 20th.
Parents, this is the duration of the milestones. There are 3 sessions for ELA, as was mentioned before by Ms. Porter. So our first session, number 1, is about 90 minutes maximum in length. Sessions number 2, and 3, about 80 minutes maximum in length. For math, there are 2 sections, and both are given in the one day, and they're both 65 minutes each maximum. And for science, there will also be 2 sessions, both given in the same day, and they are 65 minutes each maximum.
So these are the 4 levels of performance. And of course, we want our scholars to be at the distinguished level and proficient. So as you can see in red, the difference between from beginning to distinguished. Beginning learners, they have not demonstrated proficiency. They need substantial academic support. So they need a lot of support. Developing, they demonstrate partial proficiency and need additional academic support as well. Proficient learners, they demonstrate proficiency and they are ready for the next grade level. And distinguished, they demonstrate advanced proficiency and they are well prepared for the next grade level.
So how are the results of the milestones used? So it allows us to identify opportunities for remediation or acceleration in learning. It also allows us to compare our scholar performance across schools and districts statewide, as well as provide information on how Georgia scholars compare with their peers nationally. It provides accurate measures of achievement and growth for all of our scholars, including those with disabilities and our EL or English language learners. Test accommodations are available for those students who qualify for those accommodations. Uh-oh. I don't know why it's covering part of our sign. Uh-oh.
Technology.
Looks like we are a little bit stuck. Let's see if it'll go back. Okay. This is weird.
It won't go to the next slide.
It would not go.
Stopping right there.
Yes.
Yeah. It should. Yeah, just a few more.
And now we have just a small technical glitch. Oh, that's the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's,
Yeah, it's good.
yeah, that's the next one. The parent information on the website.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get all of those.
Okay. All right, so parents, we have also put for you how to access the Georgia Milestones information and via our website here at Peaks Chapel. So if you would definitely go onto our website, you'll be able to see all the resources for your scholars to be able to go online and practice. And I've also included it in reminds that have been sent out for them to go on the Georgia Experience online. So hopefully they have had the opportunity and they can still have the opportunity to go online and practice. So definitely check out our website.
So celebrate, cheer the our scholars on to the Georgia milestone to be successful. The C is for celebrate, and you'll hear more information about this from Ms. Chambers. Write your children an encouraged note, affirm them, don't argue in the morning, listen to positive music, and start their day off right. Because you would be surprised in the car ride lane how many students get in trouble and it sour their whole mood for the day. So support your child by reading daily, helping with homework, conferencing with their teacher, checking Infinite Campus regularly, and monitoring behavior and the use of resources. Encourage your child to do their best and use good test taking strategies. Breakfast and lunch, please make sure they eat. If they don't eat here, make sure they have a good breakfast before leaving home. And they can also pack some snacks and water, but we will have snacks provided for them here at school. And rest. Please make sure they go to bed on time, early if possible, so they can be ready to test each day.
So also parents, we want to share some test taking strategies with you. So encourage your scholar to follow the directions carefully to avoid careless errors. And we make sure that they review their work prior to submitting. We want to also let them know the purpose of the test and just give them an opportunity, which is giving them an opportunity to show what they've learned all year long in their classrooms with their teachers. And it's also helpful for the instruction to be planned for the next grade level as well. We want to point out that some items may be difficult than others, but we definitely want them to attempt those questions and to do their best. Again, as Ms. Porter mentioned, get plenty of rest, get lots of sleep. You don't want them to be tired on the test or want to put their heads down. Eat that healthy breakfast at home if they don't eat the breakfast here at school. But we want to definitely encourage them to build their stamina. And that's why we want them to make sure that they're strengthened with that good nutritious meal. Be certain your students are on time to school. We will begin testing promptly at 8 a.m. And if they miss that window between 7 and 8, then they will have to do it the session in a makeup. We won't be allowed to let them come into the classroom once testing has begun. So do know that, and they'll just have to wait patiently until testing is completed if they do arrive late to school. And we want them worried. We don't want them to be rushing and just anxious because they're close to that start time.
So we'll have a student raffle. They'll have a punch card that they will get punches each day for the following things: being to school on time, following our agreements, and they know the essential agreements we have here at Peaks Chapel, displaying a level 4 effort, teacher discretion. Teachers will place the cards in other scholars who meet the criteria in the bag, and each day we'll pull a name. And we have some good prizes, students. We have some awesome prizes. Classrooms winners will be announced by 1:30 every day.
So we're gonna start this Monday coming. So they'll have a whole week. And as she said, we have some excellent prizes that we're gonna be raffling off to those winners each day. Come Friday when we have our GMAS pep rally. So we'll be looking forward to a grand time celebrating them and their accomplishments and just putting forth that level 4 effort. So I'm excited about it. And I hope all of our scholars get their names in so that we don't even have enough prizes. So definitely parents, definitely if you feel like you can donate something, you want to donate to the raffle, we welcome that. If you have an opportunity to drop something off, just ask myself and Ms. Porter and drop it off. And you say, hey, I want to donate. Because we've had
Roblox
cards, Roblox cards, we've have pads as well.
Stuffed animals,
Race cars. Yeah. So just anything that you think they'll like, we definitely welcome.
Yes. So that's it. So after this, but can you please do our survey? If we just did something.
If you have your phone.
And then for those online, I did drop the survey link into the chat. Also for those online, if you are able to get here, we're about to start our interactive portion of our workshop, which involves some milestone review and some candy for the kids. So
egg hunts.
If you are able to get here, we would love to have you for this next part of the workshop.
And parents, thank you for coming online with us this afternoon. We truly appreciate you taking the time. And if you have any questions, just reach out to your child's teacher. Reach out to us.
Or if you have any specific questions right now that you want to ask, you can drop them in the chat.
And we will definitely be happy to help with answering.
It's already.
That might be what I dropped.
Let's see.
You hit people on accident.
I did.
Yeah, good at chat. Somebody had a question, Miss
Yeah, that's yours. But the people.
Miss I can't see her name. Miss Miss Walker. She can't unmute. Miss Walker, can you type your question in the chat for us?
Give me 1 second. You'll be able to talk in a second. I think it did. Oh, I may have to go to my computer. Hold on. Oh, it says disabled. Miss Walker, are you able to unmute?
Oh, she said she didn't have a question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else have a question or a concern or a comment?
Yes, thank you. We will be sending home for our parents that are still online, and our parents here. We're gonna be sending home some letters of motivation Is there some stationery for you to write a motivational letter to your student for each day of testing? So if they're taking for the first day English language arts for day 1 and day 2, and then math, and then for those that have to take science in 5th grade, if you like to send a letter like, hey, you got this, you know your math facts, or or you take your time and read, whatever you want to tell them that you know that's going to inspire them to do their best. We will be sending home those stationaries to you, and our parents here will give it to you in person. And we also going to be sending home a letter explaining all about our testing, and the vote will come home on Tuesday in our Tuesday folders. Thank you, Ms. Okoma, for that tidbit.
Somebody, right?
Ms. Walker. Exactly.
For our next part, sorry, I'm moving over here. For our next part is going to be our interactive portion. So the letters, I do have the stationery and the envelopes here if you want to go ahead and write your letters for your students. Those are here. Students, you have a different text. All right, we're differentiating today.
Well, parents, we do thank you for coming online with us, because now we're in our interactive portion where the scholars are getting ready to work on some questions from Milestones practice. And then based on their answers, we have our egg hunt rules up. We could switch to that side. Based on their answers, they will get to correct answers. They'll be able to hunt for that number of eggs in our egg hunt outside on the playground. So if you do have some time, I know we'll be here till 6.
They leave.
Then your scholars can definitely come in and participate. And thank you, parents online, and thank you, of course.
Thank you so much, parents. Have a great afternoon.